ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا وسيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فهو المهتدي ومن يضلل فلن تجد له وليا مرشدا ربنا يسر ولا تعسر وتمم بالخير وبك نستعين يا فتاح يا عليم اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا وانفعنا بما علمتنا وزدنا علما. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. كيف حالكم? Do you guys miss this space as much as I miss this space if I'm not here? Hey? You miss this space? It's amazing. Do you realize? Do you know why you miss this space, by the way? Why do you think you miss this space?
Program.
Because of the program? No?
Your heart is programmed to do that.
Your heart is programmed? Okay, kinda. If you don't have supper in the evening, what happens? You're not hungry. You're hungry before you don't have supper. When you don't have supper, you're angry. Isn't it? Alright, so you're angry. Most guys. So, these places are very, very similar to that. It's food, but not food for the stomach. It's food for the soul. So if the soul doesn't get that food, and it was used to it, like the uncle was saying, that your soul is programmed, or your heart is programmed, so it's craving for that. It's like a smoker. Ask people that smoke, that take long flights. You see them starting to scratch the handles, because they, hey, it doesn't happen to you. Right? Because they programmed, the heart is, the body is used to it. So the same thing over here, the soul is used to these type of gatherings. We might not realize it. It's like when someone's in a pool. When you're in a pool and it's raining, do you feel it? If you submerge in the water, obviously you don't feel it, right? But get out of the pool and what happens? So the same thing over here. Get out of these gatherings and not come. It's like climbing out of the pool and into the wind again. Then you can feel, you just need to be in the space again. That's why people will tell you when it's cold outside and you go swim, then somehow the water's warmer. Yeah. It's not actually warmer. Technically it's not warmer, the water. But it's just because of the conditions outside, it's colder than the water. So the water feels warmer. Do you understand? It's the same thing. The fitna, the fasad, the malachit, buitekant. Now you come into this space over here, now the heart is just, yes, shukran for bringing me here into this normal, good environment. Are you with me? So the soul is inclining towards this position and it's pulling you. You don't know what it is. It's the soul all the time. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala saturate our souls. Say Ameen. Fill it inshallah with spirituality. And we are lucky again. I mentioned that I tell myself this because on a Sunday when I was saying to this class that on a Sunday morning when I drive past and I see these guys, may Allah keep them fit. It's mountain biking, what is this? Cycling. So, because I come from Salt River, so they're all cycling towards me. I won't say I wasn't tempted to, just now and then. I'm joking. I was never tempted, no? Don't quote me. Right, so then they're cycling past me and I'm thinking, yeah, salam, mashallah, good. Maybe they attend other classes. But somehow, or the other, Allah wanted me to be here. It's amazing. And every single person is like cycling, it's a new trend, whatever the case may be. Allah says, you know what, no. Sunday morning, you go in there. I never chosen, I'm not a good person, like at all. Like really. It's true. I'm not a good person, I'm not a pious person, I don't do anything extra. I don't do what I'm supposed to do. So Allah says, you know what, somehow I want you to go there. Realize that I want you to go to Jannah. Now we have to take it obviously further. Allah says, Bismillah, here's your, what's it? In English or in Afrikaans they call it, here's your skit. That's a skit. In English, not shoot, a different skit. Not your shot. Oh, your shot, or your chance. Bismillah, you make the best of it. You know what I mean? So Allah saying, yeah, Bismillah. When everybody else thinks it's something, realize this honor that I'm giving you. Bismillah, you go ahead and you take it further, inshallah. And may it be such that we all realize this opportunity that we've been given and granted by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, so that we may take 110% benefit from these opportunities. And every time, whenever we realize and we think about it, there are many other opportunities in our lives as well. But not as good as a path which the Prophet ﷺ himself says, "Man salaka tariqan yaltamisu fihi ilman sahala Allahu lahu bihi tariqan ila al-jannah." That there is no other path like the path of knowledge. So if Allah's put you on this path over here, in a time of ignorance, maral fitna and fasad like Jahiliyyah back in the day, we in that time now, Allah says, you know what, Bismillah, you go, authentic knowledge, etc., etc. Somehow there's something special in these type of programs. Why? Number one, Allah wants to equip you, and number two, somehow Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is putting you onto the path of Jannah. They say deen isn't a religion. What is deen? Deen is deen? مَنْ يُرِدِ اللَّهُ بِهِ خَيْرًا يُفَقِّهُ فِي الدِّينِ. Whoever Allah intends good for, Allah grants him the understanding of deen. But we very, very often say deen isn't a religion. Deen is a way of. So what? If you just look at it differently, what is Allah actually saying? Whoever Allah intends good for, Allah grants them the understanding how to lead their lives. Are you with me? I don't have to translate for this Quran. Man yuridillah bihi khayran yufaqihu fi din. Allah grants him the understanding of deen. Whoever Allah intends good for. But now sometimes we look at deen and we put it into a vacuum. Deen is on a Friday, or deen is at the masjid. No. What is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala actually saying? That we grant them the understanding how to lead their lives. Every facet of their life would become part of deen. Every facet of their life would be full of sweetness. Every facet of their life would have joy, spirituality in it. Right? So we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to increase us, to attend more of these types of gatherings, inshallah. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept from us our coming also, because those who are the strongest, they get tested the most. Right? The strongest soldier, they're not going to give him a weak shaitan. They're going to give him one of those, you know what I mean, those strong ones. So, hey, each and every day we're going to be tested. So just remember that the test will come. Why? Because we are equipping ourselves, and the more we equip ourselves, the more test from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to come. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make us strong, inshallah. Can I borrow a page? Normally in the other classes, shukran Sayyidi. Did everybody receive the MP3 of Tabarak? By the way, I made an MP3 just before that. So I was sitting in the car and I made the recording. Like a slow, very slow one. Very, very slow, like وَلَقَدْ زَيَّنَّا السَّمَاءَ الدُّنْيَا. Just so you know, so you can listen, you know exactly. Then I came right at the end. Then I made a mistake. A tajweed mistake. So then I went back and I was like, obviously a bit astaghfir, right? Because the time was going. Anyways. Hey? The slow one, but there's a mistake in it. It's on the second page over here, because I was thinking so much of tajweed. It was here. Here. وَقَالُوا لَوْ كُنَّا نَسْمَعُ أَوْ. So I said nas, because I was thinking so much of Sa'in. Nasma'u. So I continue recording like that, but I'll try to make a slower one, inshallah. Okay, everybody together. Where do we stop? At the bottom right. وَهِيَ تَفُورُ. Alright? Okay. Everybody together. 1, 2, 3, go. Oh, just before we continue, the shy student will never learn. The shy student will never learn. Right? So don't be shy. This is the space to make a mistake. So go loud. You know what I mean? Go loud. Don't. What are you scared for? I was saying, if maybe you're going to go to a function, and then they're going to say, oh, you're Mizan student, can you do the opening qira'ah? Don't make a mistake there. Rather make a mistake here. You know what I mean? Alright? So this is the space for mistakes, for us to learn, for us to earn and stumble, whatever the case may be, so that we can correct ourselves, inshallah. Right? أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Everybody together? 1, 2, 3. تبارك الذي بيده الملك وهو على كل شيء قدير الذي خلق الموت والحياة ليبلوكم أيكم أحسن عملا وهو العزيز الغفور الذي خلق 7 سماوات طباقا ما ترى في خلق الرحمن من تفاوت فارجع البصر هل ترى من فطور ثم ارجع البصر كرتين ينقلب إليك البصر خاسئا وهو حسير ولقد زينا السماء الدنيا بمصابيح وجعلناها وللذين كفروا بربهم عذاب جهنم وبئس المصير إذا ألقوا فيها سمعوا لها شهيقا وهي تفور تكاد تميز من الغيظ كلما ألقي فيها فوج سألهم خزنتها ألم يأتكم نذير جميل قالوا بلى قالوا بلى قد جاءنا قالوا بلى قد جاءنا نذير قالوا بلى قد جاءنا نذير Again. Okay. So there's two mistakes, common mistakes in this verse, right? Number one is bala. Bala. Alright? So, bala, remember what did we say? What would constitute as a mud? When we see somebody said a hamza, Chamil, alright? Do you see a hamza over here? No hamza, alright? So this mud over here is only 2. It can't go too long, alright? So it can't be قالوا بلى قد. No. قالوا بلى. Same like that. قالوا. That's exactly the same length. قالوا. Not قالوا. قالوا بلى قد. Alright? That's number one. And then on the last page of Tabarak, we all know this already. Alright? Because of Khatat and Rawah and the good places that we attend. Right? Inshallah, most of the time. Sadiqeen. إن كنتم فلما رأوا زلفة سيئت وجوه الذين كفروا قيل هذا كنتم تتقون صادقين قل إنما العلم عند الله وإنما أنا. Right? That أنا is like this. You know why? What's the difference between that أنا and why didn't they just write it like this? Oh, let's just rub it so out the stop word. Why did they write this أنا? Why did they call this Ana? They could have just written it like this, isn't it so? But why did they write it like this?
Usually
the first on that alif, there's a like little circle. I think.
You must understand, number one, all of those things, including the dots, were added later. Right? For example, in the qira'at, in certain qira'at, I give you example, right? Sorry. Can everybody see this? Everybody see it? Even all the ladies? Recite this for me quickly. Huh? Read the whole thing. Say Bismillah. Waqtulu, waqtulu, waqtilu. Wikitili, wukutulu. Waqatalu, waqutilu. Alright? And then it can also be read waqutilu, waqatalu. Are you with me? So some narrations transmitted as waqatalu, waqutilu, and then others waqutilu, waqatalu. Why? Because if you look at the way it's written, it can be read according to both. Are you with me? That's number one. Why? Because the Quran initially never had dots. Sorry, dots. It never had it never had shaddas, all of these things. All of these things were later on introduced. So the Uthmanic script basically looked like that. Are you with me? Right? So, I'm forgetting the question again.
I said the circle.
Yeah, the circle, yeah. So sometimes in the newer Qurans or in the newer prints, you have a circle over here just to indicate that, that this alif isn't read. But you must understand, this came later on, right? So the difference between ana and this one over here is, if you had it like this, that would mean that this is going to enter onto a verb, isn't it? So the difference between the two is, they just say they add a alif over there just to show that this one is that ana, that I ana. But you with me? I'll give another example. How do you spell Umar? Umar, Abu Bakr Umar. How do you spell Umar in Arabic? Ain Mim Ra. How do you spell Amr? Ain Mim Ra? No. Hamza? Just Mim Ra. Moor. Ain, Mim, Ra, and then what they add is a waw here. His name isn't Amru. Like, anybody with me? His name isn't Amru. It's just to show that this one over here is Umar, and this one over here is Amr. But with me? So the same thing with this. It's just to show that this ana isn't that ana over there. Everybody with me?
But why do we have to recite it short?
Short? Because ana has a different meaning. Something else.
No, because that circle on the alif indicates to you that you cannot prolong that.
Not that you cannot prolong it, no. The circle, when they put the circle over there, it indicates that that letter isn't relevant. You're not supposed to be reciting the letter. That's what the circle is. So a sakin normally has like a half moon, but when you see that circle on top of it, it means that you're not supposed to be reciting that letter as a guideline. Clear?
But in the meaning, it's there for a meaning. In other words, how you read it is context to it.
Ana means I. Not I. Like that. Right? Now this one over here, Ja'ana. Ja'ana. This na over here is Dhamir Mutakallim. Nahnu.
Yeah.
Are you with me? You see the difference? So this one is Nahnu, and this one over here is Ana. I don't know if am I clear? Right, so this one you can't really say Ja'ana Nadir. This one is Ja'ana. Even though they both basically added Nadir and it seems similar. Right? Okay. Also here, I'll just explain it. Everybody with me? You see that? Can the guys see it? Sorry, man, I have to equal rights. Sometimes we do the side, sometimes we do the side. So, nadhirun. Alright? Number one, we're stopping over there, right? قالوا بلى قد جاءنا نذير. See, that's empty. Why? Because that E has an effect on the Ra Sakina, because we're stopping. Alright, so this becomes a temporary sukoon. But if we carry on, now that Ra Sakina falls away, it becomes a Dhammatain. And if we say Dhammatain, then it's full mouth. Is everybody with me? Alright? So if you're stopping, it's empty mouth. And if you're going through, it is full mouth. Why? Because when we're stopping, then the kasra has an effect on the Ra. And when we're going through, the kasra doesn't have an effect on the Ra. Why? Because now you're reading the Dhammatain on top of the Ra. Everybody with me? So basically, قالوا بلى قد جاءنا نذير. Right? If you're going through, قالوا بلى قد جاءنا نذير فكذب. Can we hear the fullness? Clear? Makes sense? As I explain it again? Yes. Yes. As I explain it again? Was it clear? But I must just explain it again. We're fine. Okay. Number one. Must I explain this again or this again? This one over here. Okay, so we all know the Ra, the rules of the Ra. We know the rule of Ra? Who can remember the rules of Ra? Everybody, right? The Ra with the A Ra with the U. Whether it is a an, un, it is full mouth. Okay. When it is a kasra, then it is empty mouth. But what did we say? Sometimes a Ra doesn't have anything on top of it, right? It has a sukoon. So it becomes a Ra Sakina. Right? Or Ra Sakin, whatever. Alright? Everybody with me? Right? So what did we say? Then what has an effect on the Ra Sakina? Before it, right? But now this is also Sakina. So now we look at the letter before it. Right? Which is the Dhal. And because the Dhal has a Kasra, the Ra will be read empty mouth as well. Jamil. Right? So what did we say in our example over here? When we're stopping over here, and then that Ra will become Sakina, and then the Dhal has an effect on the Ra. Right? That's number one. But when we're going through, then this Dhal over here doesn't have an effect on the Ra. Why? Because now we're reading the Dhammatain. So because we're reading the Dhammatain, it will be full mouth. Everybody with me? Right? Why? Why do I mention this? Because sometimes you're going to hear people reciting قالوا بلى قد جاءنا نذير. Because it's a confusing thing. It's full mouth here, it looks, and Nadhir, it just sounds nicer. No, it doesn't. Alright? Bismillah, 1, 2, 3. قالوا بلى قد جاءنا نذير. Okay? There's still some people reading Bala too long and Ana. Can the ladies just cool down on this one? Can we just have the men reciting quickly? 1, 2, 3, go. Shami, can we just have the ladies? The lady that recited it wrong now. She came away. She went off. I knew who she was now. It's fine, don't worry. Hey? Guilty, yeah, you. She can't play poker. She doesn't have poker with Remember, it's fine to make mistakes here. This is a space for the mistakes. Don't worry. It's fine. فكذبنا وقلنا فكذبنا وقلنا ما نزل الله min shay. So number one, we're doing the rule of ikhfa, am I right? We did it, right? Ikhfa means to retain. Somebody say, huh? To hold. Ikhfa. What's the meaning of ikhfa in Arabic? The literal meaning. Ikhfa. No, that's gunna. What's the meaning of ikhfa? To join. Ikhfa means to hide. Right? Ikhfa means to hide. So what are we hiding? When you look at min shay, for example, there's 2 points I wanted to bring out in here, right? Min shay. Number one, the rule of noon sakin and tanween. Okay? So there are various rules. I don't want to discuss the rules. I just want to explain to you that there is one rule called ikhfa. Ikhfa Ikhfa means to hide, right? So sheen is a letter of ikhfa. Sheen is a letter of ikhfa. So whenever you see a sheen coming after a noon sakin or a tanween, but leave tanween for now, and then we're going to hide. What are we going to hide? The noon sakina. Everybody with me? We're going to hide the noon sakina. So how are we going to hide it? Meaning, when we're reciting over here, min shay, we can't recite mi directly into the noon. Everybody with me? You can't recite it min shay. No. How we recite it is, we go from the min, we basically go over there. Is everybody with me? Because you're hiding the noon. So you can't recite directly like this arrow into the noon. You recite a picture like this arrow here. So it's like you kind of take him over there. Min shay. Now obviously when we're reciting it over here, we're going to recite it with unna. Alright? So as we come over here, we make a bit of a nasal sound as well. Min shay. Because sometimes in the mind, you're not sure where the sound is supposed to emanate from. But the sound is basically supposed to emanate from around about here. Are you with me? So if you're going too close to the noon, you're probably reciting it wrong. If it's too close to the sheen, mish, no. Yeah, because now you're completely hiding. So now you go mish, right? So you must get him just there, in the sweet spot. Are you with me? Is that clear? Right? Okay. The other thing is, Afwan? What about the fa? A letter of ikhfa? Yes. Amala, guys, amala. Who can remember when we recited amala? Then I explained, for example, amala. What must happen? Kya karte? What's supposed to happen? Hey? What's supposed to happen at amala? Say. Hazel? Maybe there's a different lesson? On the page before this, right? We stopped at, for example, Tibaqa, Amala. Who can remember? Basically, I said over here, when we're stopping on these words over here, and then we have to stop in mid-A. Mid-A. Who can remember? So you can't stop. You remember? Only one person. Jamil, right? So you must stop basically like this, like a common example that they use is إذا جاء نصر الله والفتح ورأيت الناس يدخلون في دين الله أفواجا. Not أفواجا وأفواجا. أفواجا in mid A. Everybody with me? Why? Because when we add something at the end, we might be adding a letter at the end. Everybody with me? And what is that letter? It sometimes is a hamza. So this stop over here is basically one of those stops, how we have to stop. So when we're stopping over here, min shay, we stop, we halt to stop. Why? Because we go to the makhraj of the hamza. Makhraj. Hamza. Everybody with me? Remember when the letter is sakina, we just go to the makhraj of the letter. For example, a mim sakina, what sound does it make? A fa sakina, what sound does it make? Alright, a sin sakina, what sound does it make? Alright? What sound does a hamza sakina make? What sound does it make? What sound? Say. Right? So the sound is very difficult to make a sound. So what we do is we just go to the makhraj of the letter. So min shay. Are you with me? So we're basically going down to the throat. We're not just stopping also. Min shay. Going down. But with me? Clear? Well, it was a lot. That's why I didn't want to give all the letters of ikhfa, just do one thing at a time. Tamam, that went all over the show. But basically, just to explain it again, this over here is the rule of ikhfa. Whenever you see a noon with a sukoon, then there's going to be a rule. Whenever you see a noon with a sukoon, there's going to be a rule. Now, what enacts the rule? The letter that comes afterwards. The sheen, for example. So any letter that's going to come after a noon sakina, that is going to cause a rule to be enacted. Right? Different letters cause different rules. I'll give you an example. In the next passage that we're going to recite, in antum, right? A hamza. What's the meaning of a hamza? Okay, now what's the meaning of a hamza? What's a makhraj of a hamza? Shamil. Deep throat. Deep throat also, that's a good one. Right at the beginning of the throat, bottom of the throat, right? So, if you were to look at the throat, right? There are 6 letters of the throat. So the Arabs, they call them, or the scholars of Tajweed, the letters of the throat. Are you with me? Hamza ha, Ain ha. How are you doing, Sari? You well? Lain and Kha. Alright? The 6 letters of the throat, right? So if any of the 6 letters of the throat comes after a noon sakin, like in the example next, don't write, just listen, right? So after a noon sakin, if any of the 6 letters of the throat appears, for example, in antum, alright? Can everybody see that, right? In antum. This is a letter of the throat, right? A hamza. Clear, right? So when we see a hamza come after a noon sakina, like the next example, and then this hamza, or this noon sakina, will be read izhar. Izhar. Yeah. What is izhar? Zahir means to be apparent, clear, right? So this hamza over here, this noon will be read clear. So you're not going to recite it also without gunna. So you're not going to recite it iyantum. You're going to recite it in antum, and not in antum. It's going to be recited in antum. Clear. Everybody must know there is a noon. Everybody with me? Must be made clear. Is that, do you understand what I'm saying? So different category of letters come after a noon sakina, different rule will take place. Are you with me? So ikhfa is a rule of tajweed basically. So, bismillah. The letters of the throat. Hamza ha. So basically this is your throat. If this is your throat, right? Right? Your tongue is coming out there. Let's start here, right? Your tongue is basically very long. You know that, no? The qaf is here, right end, and then the kaf is there. But forget about that. So if this is your throat, the last part of your throat, hamza ha, ain ha, lain, and kha. That's basically how it is. You know why this is so important, right? So for example, in antum, is my calligraphy a bit out of order? Is it is in the script, right? Okay. Hamza ha. Ain, Ha, Ain, Kha. Better? Alright? So what happens, for example, in antum? Alright? In, where does the Hamza come from? Can you see here? Right at the bottom of the throat. So if you don't go deep enough, what will that Hamza turn into? Ain. Do you understand what actually happens in the mouth? It's not necessarily that you want to recite the Ain. Sometimes you want to recite the Ain because it just sounds nicer and it just gives you a bit of finesse. But actually, what happens is if you don't go deep enough, what happens is naturally it goes up and then it comes out as a Ain. So, in antum. But actually, if you go in antum, to actually say ah, that's a Hamza, not ah. Ah, that's a Hamza. Ah. Ah, not ah. You feel that? Ah, down. Ah, like that, yes. Ah, like that. When you tell a child, yeah. Yes, you see that? Maaf, ya semua. Yes, you see that? Yeah. Yes.
So, does that mean if the second word starts with a kasra, then you won't apply that rule of the rule says that it is a hamza or the third it appears after the rule.
Okay.
So that only appears when there's a fatha.
No. The letter. That's the letter, not the vowel sound on top of the letter. Not whether it is in antum or in intum. It doesn't matter. In untum also. It will always apply. It's the letter that causes the. It doesn't matter.
So the alif will always be a hamza.
The alif, no. When you guys are supposed to be familiar with verbs and reciting and like that. So it will become apparent. You will notice when it's like that. For example, alladhi. How are you going to start alladhi? But you used to alladhi over there. Do you understand? So yeah. Any other questions? Nothing? Okay. وَقُلْنَا مَا نَزَّلَ اللَّهُ مِنْ شَيْءٍ. Remember, not min shay. It's supposed to be min shay. Alright? Bismillah wa qulna. The ghunna, it will be like 3 seconds. Count on your hands, or even 5 seconds just for now, right? Wa qulna. Oh, nice, mashallah, very nice. You have fun with that? Remember the shay, just have the jerk sound more intense, right? وَقُلْنَا a bit more for the ladies. 1, 2, 3, go. وَقُلْنَا Get it? just the ladies. Bismillah. وَقُلْنَا 1, 2, 3, go. Can we just have the chairman? وَقُلْنَا That at the end must be a bit more stronger, right? Shay. Nice, right? Jamil. Just something about the lam. Who can remember the rule of the lam regarding the sound? Okay, yeah, the tongue must be inside the mouth, good. So, for example, waqulna, right? That's number 1. But there's something about a lam. The sound of the lam is not supposed to stop. Are you with me? For example, like a ba, fakad, or give me an example here. Yeah. وَلِلَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا بِرَبِّهِمْ. Can you hear the sound came to a complete halt? بِرَبِّهِمْ. Is it a janazah or something? I see quite a bit of nikah. Okay. بِرَبِّهِمْ. Can you hear stopping? The sound is completely stopping. بِرَبِّهِمْ, right? But with a lam, the sound doesn't stop, right? So, ما نزل الله, not ما نزل الله. Are you with me? I don't know if, can everybody hear me? When we're reading a ba with a tashdid, the sound is going to stop. بِرَبِّهِمْ. But here, the sound continues. The sound starts from the beginning of the letter and continues right throughout the letter. ما نزل الله, not ما نزل الله. Is that clear? Right? Okay, Jamil. إن أنتم إلا إن أنتم إلا. Also the gunnas, sometimes we might be gunna in antum. Which one do you make? Ang or an or You incline towards the next letter. So this one isn't here, it's not the golf that's coming next, right? So I will recite it towards the ta. In antum, not in antum. What means you must have that flow, you know. In antum illa في ضلال كبير. في ضلال كبير. The r there is empty, right? Make sure it's empty. Even at the end, sometimes what happens is we just naturally go no, r. في ضلال كبير. Nice. وقالوا لو كنا وقالوا لو كنا نسمع وقالوا لو كنا نسمع أو نعقل. Nice. A qaf, we spoke about this, right? A qaf. We spoke about the qaf. Even if the qaf is kasra, it is still full mouth. But you don't have to make it full mouth. So you don't have to do this now. Qoilu, now, qoilu, now, qoilu, now, qilu. Read it empty, but it will still have that element of fullness to it. Are you with me? So, وَقَالُوا لَوْ كُنَّا نَسْمَعُ أَوْ نَعْقِلُ. Qi, not ki, now obviously. Qi, but not to. Oh. Now, qi. Alright? Bismillah, وَقَالُوا Nice. ما كنا في أصحاب السعير. Oh, nice, mashallah, very beautiful. في أصحاب السعير. Nice. And I'm enjoying the way everybody's reciting the sword. So the hamza before the sword, normally it is recited os because of the fullness of the sword. Right? So everybody's like reading it beautifully, mashallah. Fi os, not sometimes os. Because everybody's trying to recite the sword full, so the hamza also becomes full. Because you're over eager. Alright? Which is a beautiful thing, may Allah reward everybody, inshallah. Alright? But just keep that in mind. Kunna fi, bismillah. Oh, nice. Nice, mashallah. One more time. وقالوا لو كنا نسمع أو نعقل ما كنا في أصحاب السعير. I don't know if you can hear the timing on each letter. أصحاب السعير. Alright, that's how we practice inshallah. Bismillah. وقالوا Oh, nice. Carry on, carry on. Oh, nice, mashallah. Nice. Mashallah. Oh, nice, man. Yeah, the more you're going to do it, right, and you're going to hear somebody reciting like that, it's just going to do something to you, to your heart, man, make you feel so good. We're almost done with the period, right? I don't want to, yeah, we actually are done with the period. Because I see some samosas there, and I know you guys and samosas, you don't want to come last in the line, right? Can we just recite it one more time together till the Ashab al-Sa'id? Oh, sorry, Ashab al-Sa'id. 1, 2, 3. قالوا بلى قد جاءنا نذير فكذبنا وقلنا